Ranch Girl. Welcome back to the ranch. Today we are going to be going over our final numbers, or my final numbers for Frugal February, which I can tell you honestly, compared to the last 2 years that I've done Frugal February, has not been very frugal. I had a pretty big birthday. I turned 45, and then our third child, so the middle one that is still at home, turned 16 today. And there are all of the expenses that go along with that. So we're going to be going over what I did manage to save, which is actually about $300 more than I thought I was going to be able to save. So let's get started. First, I want to say that I was not nearly as, I guess, focused this Frugal February as I have been the past 2 years. The past 2 years, I was like, I had a goal in how much I wanted to save. I wanted to hit that goal. I had something that I wanted to save for. And this year, with all of the crazy things that are going on right now, I just didn't have a goal. And honestly, I felt like I was just treading water most of the time, trying not to drown. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but last year, about this time, Mark and I decided to make an investment into our property with solar panels. And I can just tell you that it has been a holy nightmare the entire time. We were supposed to have received a subsidy payment from the solar company, a long story that I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to go into on my channel. But anyway, we received the payment from them, put the payment into our bank account, and 2 days later it bounced. And if you guys know anything about when you deposit a check that bounces, not only do you have to cover the amount of that check, even though it wasn't your check, you have to cover that amount, and you have overdraft fees. So luckily our bank was gracious enough to understand the situation, and instead of charging us multiple overdraft fees, they only charge us one per day, and we are still battling with the company to pay for those as well. So anyway, that has been taken care of, but that obviously took a lot of funds that I was not planning to spend, so that kind of took away from Frugal February. In addition to that, like I said, we had my birthday. We did have a really nice birthday party, a wonderful small birthday party at one of our favorite new places called Legendary Small Town Trading Company. And we purchased 4 charcuterie, and some other kind of boards, and then everybody, snacked and hung out. And so we ended up only spending about $150 that night, which was a lot less than I thought we were going to spend. So that was really good. But then, like I said, one of our boys turned 16, and so we had to do all of the tax, title, and licensing. The truck needed new tires. We filled it up with gas, all of that kind of thing. So that was not a small expense. Normally for a birthday, we spend about $50 to $75. That's what I budget for birthdays, plus the cake and all of that kind of stuff, plus their favorite food. This time we ordered pizza. So anyway, it was much more than we had planned, but it is what it is. All right, so enough with the downers. Now let's go ahead and talk about the successes. So when we last left off, we were just finishing up week 2 going into week 3. And at that point in time, my balance in my savings account was $5 because that's the lowest that I can have in there. And then I skipped a cup of coffee, so that was $8.25. And then we got a free pizza, so that was $20. So that at the end of week 1, I had $33.25. Then we won the, and then we had to get, I have everything written down here, and then we had to get the new dishwasher. I forgot about that. We had to get a dishwasher for our rental property, but we were able to get free shipping. So that saved us $75. So that went in. And then we, on Super Bowl Sunday, won a drawing for 12 free pizzas. So 1 free pizza a month at one of our favorite places. So I added all of that up and it looked like we're gonna save about $264. So I could technically just put the $20 or $24 into the savings, but I went ahead and decided to put the entire year's savings into the savings account. So that left us at $372.25, so $372.25. So then after that week 2 into week 3 and week 4, all of the shebang stuff happened. And but what did happen, and I'm super thrilled about, is I completely forgot, but we had sent in rebates from Menards for multiple things that we had gotten for the apartment building, for the house, whatever. And so one of the rebates is $242. So this is money that we would have to spend on flooring or on plumbing or anything that we would have to get for the apartment. So I am counting that as savings because this is free money. And then we got a second one, and that one was for $26.71. So that would have left us at $640.96. So not too bad, like not too shabby for a month, right? I'm happy with that, especially with all of the negatives that had taken place. Then I received 2 $20 gift cards for the Legendary. So that's $40. And then I received a $20 gift card to my favorite coffee shop, which is Scooters. And then another $15 gift card to Scooters from one of my students, which I thought was so sweet. So that was an additional $75. So I ended the month being able to put into my account $715.96. So if you take away the $5 that I started with, that's $710.96. So I don't think that that's too shabby for, you know, everything that kind of went on in the month. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I don't know if I'm going to put it into general savings to kind of, you know, rack things back up after the whole fiasco with the solar, or if we're going to take it with us when we go on our trip to the Hobbit Hole. So yes, I'm super excited, and we are going to stay in a Hobbit Hole. So I know that doesn't sound very like elegant or anything like that or fancy, but it actually is. So if you guys know me at all, you know that I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So just go and check out Frodo or Bilbo's Hobbit Hole house and look at how beautiful it is. And I'm very excited to go. It's in the midst of the wine trail, so we're within walking distance of 2 or 3 different wineries, and it's going to be spring, and I am, for one, really looking forward to getting away for a few days. So I think that this is probably going to be our spending money for when we're down there, and then anything that is left over will just go into our savings. So that is it. Those are my results for Frugal February. Let me know how you guys did. If you were able to save more than that, that's awesome. If you were able to save $10, that's awesome. We all have to start somewhere. So I hope that you liked this video and that you found value in it. And if you did, I would love for you guys to subscribe, share, like the video. That way YouTube will know that you like my content and they will share it, and then we will be able to expand our community. And I have been trying to put in some reels, just with some quick tips. So keep an eye out for those too, and let me know if you guys have any questions or if you want to know how to do something. I think my next video is going to be on starting our seeds. So you guys know that we love to garden. We do a lot of preserving of our own food. And with the grocery prices the way they are right now, I think that it is more important than ever. And believe me, if I can do this, then you guys can do this. So let's go ahead and learn and grow together. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.